Hey, Dan Passarelli here. Well, I've been a little more absent than I'd like to have been lately because I've had some really bad computer problems and had to get it looked at and get it fixed. And oh man, what a hassle. And so I wanted to share with you some of the things that I recently learned and some of the things that I've known for a while to help make sure that you can keep your trading machine and trading platform both spinning like a top. So let's look at this specifically on the Thinkorswim platform, but you can and should do this with any platform. If I go to, in this case, the top right-hand side, I go to Setup and I go to Application Settings. I can pull that up and I can look at a couple of things here. I can look at Active Trader, first of all, and this will talk about the Active Trader order submission rate limit or Auto Center Active Trader price ladder every, so many seconds. Now, this is useful if you are, of course, an active trader, which I know some of you are, but in this specific case, what we're talking about where you need extreme real-time data. So personally, I leave this at a default. Now, when it comes to system here, this is really important. The quote speed, I think by default, it comes a little bit slower than this. I have it for a max delay of 1 second. You can still go a little bit faster than that real time, which has no delay. If I'm not mistaken, by default, it comes as 3 seconds. So I set mine to be max delay of 1 second so that, oops, hold on a second. Yeah, max delay of 1 second so that it is, updating as fast as I need it. Now let's talk about that. If you're trading just like covered calls, you have a very long-term time horizon, you might not need 1 second and you don't even need to look at Active Trader. If you're trading in and out of things all day long, you definitely need at least fast, if not real time. Now, why do we even care about this outside of that? Well, because here's the thing. The faster you have things set, the more that taxes your computer. The more memory that it chews up, the more it slows down your CPU, and it can cause the quotes to be delayed just because your computer can't keep up. So this is one thing you might want to look at. Another thing you might want to look at, especially if you're considering buying a new computer, is what requirements you need, the requirements to run Thinkorswim. And so how do you find that out? Well, you ask your friend Google. Requirements to run Thinkorswim. And it just pops up here. We'll click on the link so we get the whole thing. And look, your average PC user, average Mac user, and then power user PC, power user Mac. I recently had to buy a new PC. And I wanted to, my friend, he just bought one and he said, oh, I got this great deal. It was really inexpensive. And I was like, oh, that's great. I hope I can do that too. But I needed to make sure that it could run all the things that I needed it so that it's not slowing down my computer and causing problems with my trading. So I needed to make sure that it meets all these requirements. And, generally you're probably not going to be able to buy the cheapest computer on the market. It's got to be able to do the job you need it to do. And if you already have a computer that you're trading on and maybe it doesn't run really fast when you're running your trading platform, then take a look at these and maybe you might need to do some upgrades. Now, that said, the final thing that I want to talk about, and this is one I got slapped on the wrist for at the Apple store when I had to go there, is keeping too many browser tabs open. I'm always doing a lot of things all at once, and I probably had about 40 or 50 tabs open on, different pages of Chrome. And, that's one thing that can slow you down. So if there's a program or an application that you're not using, if there's a web page that you're not using right now immediately, close it down and keep that memory freed up so that you have no delays in your trading, and keep that trading machine and trading platform working fast. That's all I have. This is Dan Passarelli. Have a great weekend. Trade smart.